In the beginning, there was only the custodian and the storyteller. There, in the center of their consciousness, a universe was born. Within that universe, the largest planet, Eos, came to be. Its denizens are just as magical and varied as the planet itself. This is their tale. Welcome back to Eos.
Sam strains harder against Melody as Ace remains on the ground, weak with shock and grief.
Sam, please!
Oh, my God. Fennick. Fennick.
I'm okay. I'm right here. Let me go!
Lightning strikes beside the growing group of guardians as Portal reappears, carrying Lojic, both crumbling to the ground.
Portal! Baby?
Ace crawls on the ground to Portal. He and Lojic are both severely burned, but his blackened bones are still alive with lightning running throughout them. He is rapidly beginning to regrow sinew and muscle. Lojic, however, remains as still as death. Sam begins casting quick healing spells, ugly black burns appearing on her body as Lojic begins to heal.
Oh my stars. Sam! I can't fix that! Stop it!
No!
What do you mean you can't fix it?
It's technically self-caused. My healing doesn't work well on that.
Cell's voice is heard on the breeze.
Take them to the forest. The tree, Con.
Sammy, please, stop.
No, I can fix this. No!
You're gonna pass out, darling. Stop.
I can help.
Sam collapses in pain and in exhaustion on Logic's chest, which is moving slowly.
He's breathing. Miles, can you...
Yeah.
Let me help. I'll keep a barrier between them and your stand, Mr. Miles.
She shifts into her sugar glider form and scampers up Miles's arm and outstretches her tiny paws while Miles conjures a sandstorm.
Y'all being so brave, little one.
Just hush. I'm fine. We need to help them.
Sunrise telekinetically moves Portal, Lojic, and Sam onto Miles's sandstorm as he motions to the rest of the group to join on a separate, smaller dust devil.
The fire has burned itself out. It should be okay to leave this place. Wait, I don't see Avix.
We'll deal with that later. Come on, Can.
The group heads to the forest quickly, the tree appearing almost at once.
Put them down here, Miles, by the pools and roots.
Sal, now y'all don't mean to...
Of course I do. Hush now, Miles. All will be well.
Are Sam and Lojic gonna be okay?
Yes, Fennick. It looks like Portal will be able to finish healing on his own. He will be well too, but I must work quickly. Miles, would you please be a dear and...
Is that really a question?
Please.
Yes.
Thank you. Just there, Sunrise. Perfect. Thank you.
Cell's fingers elongate as she connects to the forest network of roots. From below Sam and Lojic, a separate root network encloses them completely. Hair-like protrusions act as needles and pierce them as Cell begins to glow a brilliant green. The green glow overtakes the root network, and soon Lojic and Sam cannot be distinguished from the green light surrounding them. After a few moments, the green light fades, and both Sam and Lojic are freed from the root structure. Given a few more moments, they wake at the same time that Portal stands.
Portal?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Ace runs to Portal and hugs him tight.
Lojic?
Sam. Did everyone make it out?
Yeah. I don't know if Avix did, but Mel got us out.
Sammy,
Miles, we got Fen out. I am so...
don't worry now, Sammy. I know. Y'all have had quite the night. Could you do me a favor and keep him just one more night? Fennick, I promise I will move you in tomorrow. I just have one more bit of business to attend to.
Of course. My house has rooms, and we'll go check to see if we can find Avix. Mel?
Yeah?
Lojic moves over to where Melody stands and hugs her.
Thank you for getting everyone out.
Of course, Pops. Sunny, you good?
Sam and Sunrise both come join in on the hug.
Yeah, we're okay.
Cell? Go on, Sam. I am quite tired after all that. You understand.
Of course, Majesty.
It's just Cell these days, Majesty. Go on. Remember what I told you, Sam.
Could you narrow it down a little?
Cell smiles.
Remember, your power is stronger in the forest.
You've mentioned that.
Of course. On your way, Sam.
Ace and Portal head home, and Sam, Lojic, Fennick, and Sunny head to Logic's old home. Cell stands in silence a few moments alone with Miles, who moves behind her.
Sal, please.
It's okay. I promise it's temporary. I have every faith in Sam and Lojic.
You were supposed to be a tunnel. Like me. What now?
Now, my love, you wait. Fennick needs you.
I can't do this, Sal.
You can, love. I'll see you soon. I knew they would call on me. The forest magic has a price. They're needed, Miles.
Cell falls backwards into Miles's arms as she caresses his face.
I'll be back before you can say Bob's your uncle.
Cell leans up and kisses Miles before becoming lifeless in his arms.
Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. Damn it.
Miles's anguished howl echoes throughout the forest as the tree beside him begins to blacken. Many of the Guardians found sleep to be elusive that night. Avix had reappeared a few hours later after Sam and Lojic had gotten Sunrise and Fennick to sleep.
I can't sleep.
What did Cell mean? Remember what she told you?
She said a lot.
I mean, it's not like you can't ask her. You know, at a decent time.
I suppose. Baby, I just...
A late night walk, you think?
We have kids here.
Avix is here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Babe, he didn't blow up the house.
You don't find it weird that he managed to escape that unscathed?
I mean, I imagine he calculated what was happening and ported himself away.
And didn't think to sound an alarm or warn you.
Maybe there wasn't time.
Maybe he's untrustworthy.
Lojic wraps her in his arms again.
I wish I could say I'm sorry.
I know, love. I just don't think there was malicious intent. On Avix's behalf, anyway. Can't say the same for the Darkling. I had been researching a way to get her home.
Isn't that part of the problem? She didn't really have a home.
There had to be somewhere with more of her kind. I was looking. I just put it down and was dealing with other things.
Anyway, about that walk?
A moonlight walk with a queen. Who'd have imagined?
I mean, I wouldn't have.
And that is why you were chosen.
Come on, you goose.
I'm not a goose. Those cobra chickens are creepy.
I don't know whether to laugh or be offended.
Lojic types a few things into his wrist pad as they head out the door heading towards the wilds, a more jungle climate.
Didn't Amaranth say the dragons and griffins were fighting?
I did. Majesties, you're okay.
Word gets around fast.
When it comes to the local royalty, you bet your hide. On your left!
A fireball flies over Sam and Lojic, hitting a wall of sand approaching quietly.
What the hell are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be in the lab fixing it?
Fixing what?
Cell.
What do you mean?
She's dead.
What? No, she said she was going to sleep.
Of course she did. Use that fucking brain of yours, Sam. What did she tell you?
That my power was stronger in the forest.
That's bullshit, kid. Think.
Hey, let go.
Sam finds herself wrapped in sand, not only stuck in place but being squeezed uncomfortably.
Big guy, you are going to want to release my mate from that sand. Now.
Forgive me.
Amaranth reaches over and strikes Lojic, knocking him out cold. He stands to his full height and approaches Miles.
You listen here. I am at peace with these lands, and from where I stand, you are attempting to assassinate the Queen. Release her, now!
The sand falls from Sam just as Miles crumbles to the ground. Sam, however, remains completely stiff from the top of her hood to the tip of her rattle. Her eyes dart around from side to side, and she struggles to breathe.
Your Majesty, you are safe. You are okay.
The mighty dragon shifts down to his human form. 6'4" with straight black hair and light brown skin. He wears a black cloak over mithril and gold armor that is enameled in black. Beneath that is a flexible leather undersuit. But most striking are his eyes that remain a draconic red and yellow.
Sam.
He reaches out and is not surprised when she strikes, his armor deflecting her venomous bite.
Okay, but you have to breathe, Sam.
He allows his natural warmth to gather in his hand, and while he doesn't touch Sam, the heat waves from his outward-facing palm pull her out of her panic.
You're safe.
I'm sorry. What happened? Miles?
She's dead, Sam.
What? The forest magic has a price. Oh my stars. Miles.
Fix it. Please.
I can't undo death, Miles. Why is Lojic unconscious?
Oh, well...
I can't.
Sam taps some buttons on her datapad and a port to Logic's house opens.
All of you, through there, now.
Miles, having all his energy drained, simply rises and heads through the port. Amaranth picks up Lojic gently and follows, with Sam taking up the rear. Upon getting home, she gives Miles a mild sedative and offers tea to Amaranth. As Miles snoozes on the couch, Sam shares a pot of tea with the dragon.
What were you doing so far from home, Amaranth?
We heard of the explosion.
How?
The ley line.
What?
The planet is full of magical ley lines. The one your tower was on top of reached clear out to the roost. We dragons are very magically sensitive.
So it set off something in your home?
Yes, it did.
I see.
No one's usually up when I go for my run. Who are you?
Oh, you don't recognize me?
Wait. Amaranth? Dragons have human forms?
This one does. I was hoping to get to see you. Tell me, how goes your training?
I don't know how to answer that, sir.
What do you mean?
The only one who could teach me anything won't.
What do you mean, won't?
I don't think the old man can keep up.
It's not speed you need to learn, young one.
Well, still.
How do you expect anyone to teach you anything with that attitude?
I don't have an attitude. I just know my strengths.
I see.
Amaranth shares a quick look with Sam, communicating a quiet request to play along.
Well, Your Majesty, I don't see how you thought the dragons could help.
What?
Well, I understand. Thanks for your consideration.
Were you going to send me away?
Send you away? You're a toothpick to the dragons. Why would she do that?
Every hair on Melody's body stands up in indignation.
She wanted to know if we could possibly help train you, since it didn't quite work out with our old friend Miles here.
Train with them?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're right. We can't keep up with you, and I am personally not a big fan of you just beating up Lojic's robots all the time.
It only happened once, and I wasn't in control.
Dragons are noble creatures and own up to their mistakes.
It wasn't her fault.
I didn't mean her. I did come to check on you all, Sam, but I also did knock Lojic out to avoid him going after Miles.
Oh, I see. Were you acting in the best interests of the kingdoms?
Yes, Majesty. I believe I was. You haven't been queen a week yet, and you've had multiple attempts, friend and foe, on your life. It would look bad if Lojic turned around and murdered someone outright.
I see. And you're probably not wrong.
If you wish to train with my people, Melody, first things first. You must learn to defend your mind. Creatures like that Darkling are everywhere. Dragons are generally immune. Now, I cannot change what you are, but I can help you.
So, maybe I should see Arya first?
Yeah, but that one is not an early bird. So have your run. I'll start on your breakfast for when you get home.
Thanks, Mama Sam.
Sam chuckles and sets to work in the kitchen.
Are you hungry, Amaranth? Don't worry, I've got more food. And once Lojic comes to, we'll see about getting the food generators up and running again.
Well, I won't say no. Need to get the energy up if we're going to rebuild that tower.
What?
You didn't think I came all this way just to exchange niceties, did you?
Well, yeah. You don't owe me anything.
I believe we could be good friends, Majesty.
Thank you.
A few hours later finds Lojic nursing some tea. Melody and Amaranth both fed and preparing to rebuild the tower.
Love, you going to be okay with him?
I have to figure out what he means. I think he was reacting from grief.
I'm keeping Avix on him.
You know, that isn't as comforting to me as you would hope.
Okay, love. The comm's on open, so if I hear trouble, I will be right here, okay?
Okay.
Shortly after Lojic left with Melody and Amaranth, Miles wakes and falls off the couch with a thud.
Oh,
Hello?
Sammy.
No. Don't you Sammy me. You of all people.
I know, I'm so...
No. Take me to Cell. I will do my research and see how I can help, if I can. But I don't have anything to say to you.
Understood. As long as y'all can help.
Less talking, more walking.
The two walk to the now half-blackened tree. Suddenly, Sam remembers one of the first times she and Cell had spoken. The memory replays in her mind.
Wonderful. You two could probably reverse death if you wanted.
She knew it was coming.
It's likely that...
I'm not talking to you. I'm thinking out loud.
Yes, ma'am.
She expected this.
Sam scans the tree, finding it to have many magical systems running through it. One of the systems in particular seems to have taken on a grayish color, while the rest are varying shades of green and white.
I'll need to study these charts. She was connected somehow to this tree. I wonder, if we restore this magic, we may be able to restore her. Well, I don't have my labs anymore, since, you know, my house blew up while my family and I were inside, Miles. So you'll have to give me a day or two.
So you are talking to me now?
I've gathered all that I can here. Someone will be in touch with you when Lojic and I have figured something out.
Fine. Can't do a damn thing here. May as well use the information I gathered human side.
Miles heads to Cell's cabin to find Ansel and Aislin, as well as Aislin's German shepherd, Bugs.
Well, howdy, folks. I've got some information, and, I feel like, Ansel, you could be of good use.
We're lying low. That's why we're here.
My speciality. Don't y'all worry, we won't be human side for more than, well, a New York minute.
Can I bring my dog?
Yeah. She's a registered service dog, ain't she?
Well, yeah.
Well, ain't that perfect? She'll help.
So, what are we doing?
Well, y'all could call it an extraction.
The Center Chronicles is a Land of Eos production, written and directed by Elle Bee, with music and audio engineering by Naaza Reid, featuring the voice talents in order of appearance. Introduction by Beaz. Gavin Cash as the narrator. Hell as Melody. Voice of Tartarus as Miles. Nels Gross as Fennick. Gillian as Sam and Cell. Madison Cole as Ace. Deep Voice Guy as Khan. ClownlordzVA as Sunrise. Oliver Kahn as Portal. Zack R as Lojic. The Dreadwolf as Ansel. Allison Cossit as Aislin. And Christian Juice Minges as Amaranth. The Center Chronicles is a free weekly podcast that you can enjoy on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a rating and let us know who your favorite character is. Until next time.